liberation of the soul. What does that mean, first of all? The first and most important liberation is from a forced reincarnation. That is the least pleasant. It's not for the highest intention of the soul to get caught up in a washing machine and experience the same again and again. So that doesn't enrich the soul too much. It's a bit of a waste of time from the perspective of the soul. A glitch in the system, a bug in the system that keeps repeating itself. The beautiful news is that that washing machine system has been dismantled. It has been dismantled in the higher fields, in the higher energy densities. And I really mean that, because what is happening right now in May this year and the last few weeks are the final processes of dismantling of this useless system that serves no good in the larger sense. So this is very good news. And that is good news primarily for those who are not spiritually awakened. For you, that's no longer a concern anyways, because you already have access to much higher planes and you are already much more aware being. So you're not gonna get caught up in the tricks of those controllers who benefit from it. So the most important liberation of the soul, first of all, is from useless cycle of reincarnation. Now, some would argue that even that is okay, that that was your choice, and so on. To some degree, in some cases, that is correct, but to a large extent, it is not. It is not so beneficial for the soul to keep experiencing the same thing over and over again, because it's not fun and you don't learn too much anyways. It's like a class of mathematics or history or chemistry, your weak spot that you don't really like to attend to that particular class because it makes no sense to you. You say, I like literature. I don't like mathematics, numbers, or the other way around. I like mathematics and not literature, depending on what you like. So you bear through it. So the first most important liberation is from the unnecessary reincarnation cycle. Once that happens, and that is happening right now, which is great news, then the soul starts to recollect and to be more conscious aware, or in other words, you start to become more consciously aware of the activities on the higher plane. So what's been going on the 5D, so to speak? What are your relationships? What is your history? What is your present engagement on that higher plane? What maybe goals you have set to experience there? Good and bad, but it's not perceived as bad anymore. It's perceived as different experience or opposite experience to what you would normally be used to. Therefore, your soul starts to reevaluate what it has to do on the higher plane, since it has been now freed from the lower unnecessary activities. So your soul reviews on the higher plane what it wants, what it needs, or maybe what challenges it has experienced and wants to correct certain things. It's not really a karma as such, but if something happened unfortunate in 5D, for example, then the soul wants to heal it, correct it, and move on. The liberation continues. However, as you are higher, so to speak, your engagement, your resonance is with the higher vibrations, frequencies, not in your good days of meditation. You can really see your baseline when you're not meditating and when you are experiencing mundane things. That is your baseline. Not when you're super excited, boosted up in energetics, and everything is blissful and beautiful. And then you assume, oh, I am in 11D right now, and that's where I belong. That's where I want to be. And I don't want to do anything anymore. That's a lovely experience. But your actual resonance is a combination of all the things that you experience, and especially when you don't meditate. And also when you have some troubling moments, putting them all together in a bundle and seeing what is the baseline frequency of all of it together, that is your resonance, the baseline of ascension, in other words, if we use that word, or experience, in other words. Then you naturally realize that I want to ascend. I have realized myself. I am, in essence, the self, but I experience a soup of energetics: good, bad, mundane, extraordinary, blissful, beautiful, sad, and so on. So putting it all together is your baseline. And then naturally, what you want to do is improve. You naturally want to resonate higher. You want to experience something bigger, something more freeing, something more happy on average, something more fulfilling on average, not only in the good days. So, thus, with the careful reevaluation of what experience is here, you then start to consciously ascend upwards.